This is going to be the weirdest message I've ever put out there. There's this song that's been in my head this morning. Animal Magnet, Welcome to the Monkey House. Some of you might know what it is, some of you might not. I remember it from being younger, and it was always on at parties, and there was a little dance that you did with it. I'm not going to show you the dance, by the way. But if you remember it, there's something about that song that resonates with somebody who's watching this. Or maybe it's just monkeys in general. But it would be like, welcome to the monkey house. Do, 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 do. You can go if you want, it's fine, just scroll on. So let's get into the runes first of all, because it just seems really random. But it also is making me think about like something paradoxical within you right now, to do with a monkey like on your back, that kind of thing. Like you're not trusting yourself. Bacano, this has come up twice today already in a couple of readings. There is this like fresh new beginning, this fresh start that's coming, but you got to watch this monkey on your back, because I feel like there's something about going along with the herd. So it's like, imagine a monkey in amongst a load of sheep. This is getting weirder, isn't it? I know, I'm not on drugs, honestly. But it feels like I've just got this field with sheep in it and a monkey in the middle of it, pretending to be a sheep, and realising or recognising, I am not one of these. I am not one of these. And I feel like that's you, like you're the monkey in the middle of amongst all these sheep. You've broken the mould. You aren't a follower. You are your own thing. You're very unique and special, is what I'm feeling. I'm not trying to, pat your ego or anything like that. It's just that there is something different within you. And you've got to start trusting yourself to know what it is that is right for you, and what you need, who you are. Don't follow everybody else. It's like that song again, going back to that. I remember that song, I remember the dance to it, but I don't know why we used to do it. It's like, where did it even come from? Why did I feel I had to do that dance whenever I heard that song, that kind of thing? It's bringing up a lot of nostalgic thoughts of like, why did I go along with that when I didn't have to? And I feel like you're in a time of your life now where it's like, you don't have to just go along with things because that's what everybody does. And I feel like where you grew up or where you came from, there may have been this sort of like a narrow sort of tunnel of like, this is what you're supposed to do, this is how you're supposed to do things. And I feel like you're coming away from that now. But by doing that, you may also be coming away from the people that were involved in that time in your life, and that might be difficult for you. So it's like, you might want to just pretend to be a sheep even though you know you're a monkey, that kind of thing. This is to do with family. So you are starting to recognize the difference between you and your bloodline, or you and your family. There's something that you're breaking away from at this time. I'm going to get into the Mushroom Spirit Oracle. Let's see what they have to say on this matter right now. If you don't know that song, go and look it up. Honestly, it is quite fun. It is a good fun song. Blue Leratomesis, I can't actually say that. Discovery and Unknown. Wow, look at that. This is what I'm saying. Like, look how unusual that looks. This is like your energy. This is like your essence. You are unusual. You're different. And you are now starting to embrace that. Whereas before, I feel like you tried to conform to what you thought you were supposed to be. It doesn't work like that anymore. And you're realizing that, you're recognizing that. And maybe something about caves as well. I don't know if you are about to go to a cave, or you're thinking about going to caves, or you just enjoy caving. Or for some, it might be like, canyoneering, is it? You want to go and do something exciting, basically, or something that you've always wanted to do, but you've maybe told yourself you couldn't afford to do it, or you can't do this, or you can't do that. There is something about to be discovered, something that is about to be discovered, and I'm seeing eggs now as well, and that's making me think with ingwas, it is like an egg that's in the container. Imagine an egg that you're about to break free from. It's like this time of the year is perfect for that. There are chicks coming out now, with birds and everything. Now, you are about to break out of your own egg, and this is going to bring you into that completely embracing your inner monkey or whatever spirit animal you resonate with, but it's bringing out in you this it's like a cheeky part of you, or a part that you thought you had to hide or you couldn't show or reveal to people because it was different to what people would expect. But now you're like, I don't actually care what people expect or what they think of me. This is me, and this is how I'm going to be from now on. So your current situation, let's have a look at what card represents this current situation for you. If this does resonate with you, please do drop a comment for me. Give me if you do know the song, please let me know why you know the song and how you know the song. And also, we'll come back to that in a minute. I feel like I've got loads to say this morning. If you ever felt like that? And I feel like someone's going to open up a conversation with you and you're just going to have loads to say about where you're at and why. And I feel like it might be somebody asking you, like, why do you do this? Why do you live like this? How long have you been living like this? It's that kind of energy, and you're just going to be blah, 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 blah. You're going to want to actually talk about your story now. You're going to actually want to tell people what knowledge you've gained through your life. And I feel like it's going to be found very, very interesting. And you're going to become very clear on why that you had the path that you've had so far, why you had to tread that path, why you had to have those challenges. And you are now at this point of, it's all in the throat chakra, it's all kind of allowing you to communicate clearly. This is me. Look, it's all swords. We have the Knight of Swords, Page of Swords and the Ace of Swords. I'd laugh if the Knight of Swords comes out now as well. But there's a lot about this very fast forward movement, real embracing your authentic self. You've really kind of awoken to this. Some of you might actually be starting beekeeping as well, is what I can see from here. I'm going to put them back because I just turned that card around and I'm not sure if it was right for you. So it might come out again in a moment. I feel like I'm talking really, really fast today. So you're going to be having some form of communication where you're probably going to be talking fast yourself because you want to just get all that information out. You want it out in the open. It's like a truth come in. Yeah, because you've chosen to grow something within yourself now. You've chosen to really express and experience that uniqueness of yourself. It's like maybe you abandoned it before or you rejected it before, you weren't sure, but now you're recognizing, like, this is me. These are, to be the whole version of myself. I can't fear this version of me anymore, this part of me anymore. And it is going to shock some people. It is going to make them feel like, well, why is this person like, break dancing when the rest of us are doing a sidestep? But you don't care. Why should you care? This is you. That's authentically you. And it feels liberating. It feels good to just be who you naturally are. No filters. That's the card that came out before. And I kind of turned it round. So it's coming out upright at this point, but it was the other way around before. And then I turned it upright. So there's something about a real conflict going on in your mind. Sometimes you're conflicted and then other times you're not. And I feel like you're in a period right now where there isn't the conflict there, but then every now and then it pops up. And you actually then, there's something about you feeling like you're an imposter, or you're feeling like you're not being authentic, even though you are. And that might be that you've witnessed somebody else being similar to you and you're like, oh, am I just copying that person, or am I actually this person? Okay. Let's get an outcome for you. Okay, outcome is, especially with Bacano there, you're starting to recognise the snakes and ladders on the board. You're starting to know where the snakes are and you know where the ladders are. So you're choosing more wisely. There is no more illusion as to what the snake is, and you know what the ladder is. There's a lot of nostalgic things about, so I feel like you could have maybe grown up in the 70s or the 80s. That's what it feels to me. I feel like I'm channeling somebody also that maybe grew up around my sort of area. So in the Midlands, let's have a look. In England, that is. But you're coming into an era of really just allowing yourself to be seen on an emotional level. And I feel like that might be the part of you that you've kind of kept hidden previously. But there is big changes coming. So if you want to go into this reading a little bit more depth, work on a specific area of your life, drop me a DM or an email and we can get going with that. Remember, this is my only account, Wyrd Enchantress at Wyrd Enchantress, and I will never DM you first. Have a blessed day.